Hi there, everybody. So last week was the first day of August. It is the 9th of August today. School's coming up. Summer's about to be coming to a close. Some people are excited to go to school. Others, not very much. And some are ready for their final years of graduating high school or college, elementary or middle. And there are a lot of changes that have been happening in so many school districts around the world. Hello, everybody. My name is River Dalgum. This is the 25th episode of Speaking with Autism, and I'm going to be discussing about what you or your child should know and learn about during school. So many things are happening in the world right now. And there have been a decrease percentage of teachers going around in school, and so I saw this post recently where they're thinking about doing a 4-week day of school schedules, maybe for this school year or the foreseeable future, and so it brought up to my attention about how can some of us succeed in school when the new changes is coming. Well, first and foremost, go whenever teacher you're going to be having. If you have meet a teacher like my mom had yesterday, go there. Go meet some of your teachers that you're going to be having during the school district for this fall and this spring and next spring, which is 2024. Can't believe that's coming up soon because this year has just gone by so fast. But go see your teacher meet a teacher, and on the first day do meet the students and all that, or whatever name high school or college would do, so that all of the students can see other students, or the teachers, staff, principal, all that stuff. So it's pardon me of the yawn, but go around, see it, and if you like, and you will hear so many positive things of these teachers, and if you like it, you would enjoy it. Just like when you're reviewing a store, fast food or a restaurant, you want to see the ratings. You want to see if it's good or not. If it's 5 stars or close to 5 stars, then it means it's good. But if it's 1 star or 0, it's bad. The second thing you should also do is that if you are struggling to trying to make sure of how to do great on your schoolwork, go to tutorials. There's a program where if you go to tutoring, they're gonna get you a set of papers of where they're gonna figure out, they're gonna say, okay, what do you need to do to in order to succeed. They can give you plenty of time to work on your homework, get more time on your tests, and the other thing that they'll do is that in order to make you succeed in tests, and this is how I learned it, is where they will cut strips of paper of the test, and it will leave out one obviously wrong answer, and it'll shows 3 answers what you think is right. They'll remove only one obvious wrong answer. I'm not sure if they do that anymore, but you have to go see your doctors, and also see and talk with your parents, and bring all the form stuff, what you need to work on in order to succeed in school. Like I said, shortage of paper and take out one obvious wrong answer. The other one, give you more extra time to work on your test to see if you need more time so you wouldn't have to reach the limits. Because there are certain classes where online or in person, there could be a time limit of doing tests or writing assignments. And also, the other thing, while doing that, go to a library so many like tutorials will be in the library. Most 90% of schools. And the reason that it's perfect for a library is because absolute silence. You get to be close-minded, focus on your work, and make sure that you know what you're doing. And whenever you feel like you're doing great, you can always have free activities to do. So many schools have amazing activities. They even have clubs and organizations like obviously there's the football team, the basketball, soccer, cheer, drill, dance, theater, and there's even clubs. Like there could be an anime club, there could be soccer club, magic club, FFA, and so many other opportunities and clubs that it'll be a nice way to interact and get to be around with people a lot. And so and all of this can be very useful for you to have social communications where you don't feel like an island. And what do I mean by like acting like an island? Is that an island is where you're away from society, from civilization, and you're just there, and nobody's around you. Nobody is gonna come out there and say, "Hey, how you doing?" You're just there, all by yourself, and it's sad. So just go out there and do it. And also when you talk to your professors or your teachers, they can also help you do tutoring, which I should have said before that, but teachers and professors also can help you with your schoolwork because they're here to help you. They're here to help you because they want you to succeed as you want them to succeed. It's not just you, it's like 29 other students, which is like a lot of students, and there is still some to this day. But why is that? Why is there a shortage of teachers? And what about the future? And what about students? Could there be a shortage of them? It may be it's a yes or no question, but I think if being a teacher is hard. Being a teacher is hard because my mom's a first grade teacher. Some of my friends are soon to be teachers starting this year, and it's a tough challenge and tough job because you got to grade, attendance. Your parents are going to be relying on students, on their kids to behave and to succeed, and they have to go up to the next grade. Especially with college. College is not for everybody. And same with school. There are some who couldn't even afford to go to school, and they're just homeschooled. And if you guys are homeschooled, that's okay. You homeschool is where you're basically learning at home. Kind of like with online classes when COVID-19 pandemic came in 2020. We had to go online for classes. That's basically a homeschool. Think of that. Which, still surprisingly, there are still online classes. Still, even that it's low risk of what's going on. And the other thing is that don't do anything that you're going to regret doing because pre-K is basically your small steps, and you would enter elementary, and you're going to go from kindergarten to 5th grade is on the stages of growing up. And being a kid is fun, but then when you're about to reach in your teenage years, it's going to be a challenge because being a teenager is not really fun. And that's coming from me. I wasn't hard as a teenager, but it was not fun. The reality is that growing up is very hard, especially being an adult. As of me, 23 years old, who's about to be 24 in 2 months, October 22nd, is even going to be harder. And so, most of the time it's going to be really difficult. But then middle school is probably going to be the toughest challenge. Now you may be thinking, I've survived middle school, so how was that a challenge? Well, obviously there's fights in middle school. Don't get me wrong, there's so many fights in high school, but also that's on the verge of being a teenager. You're going to make difficult choices. And that will cost you. You either make it or break it. But first, you have to find those obstacles. Some of y'all may realize that you're diagnosed with autism, you're dyslexic, ADHD, or have Asperger's. But also, some others did not know that. And you're probably going to take a test of whether you have it or not. So, just find the right person. Talk to your principal and say like, hey, there's something wrong. I'm really trying to figure out what's going to happen. So because I need to figure out what to do when I'm trying my best to do work great at my school and need help. Do you know like a tutor or anybody? And they'll suggest you a tutor. And tutorials, however, and tutorials is basically everyone helping is where one person's gonna help you out to see whether what you need to work on, get you from F to an A on your grade, and make sure that you're going to succeed. Because if you don't do your part, you're going to let yourself down, you're going to let your teacher down, and you're going to let your parents down. And nobody wants to be the person that didn't succeed and has suffered from that. There's so many people around who are like in their 30s or 40s. They dropped out of high school and they didn't finish college and just did a lazy job of themselves, and they have to go to work and find a way to pay taxes, food to eat, gas, all that stuff. And the other thing is that, more importantly, enjoy it. And when you enter high school, that's even going to be more difficult probably than middle school because of those same qualities, and it's even bigger. But college you have responsibilities. It's not for everybody, but you're going to be paying your classes, and you better do your best, just like I had to do it even today. And I learned that the hard way of what happens if you didn't do your job of succeeding in your classes. And take this from me, as somebody with autism, and my mom has dyslexia, and she had to learn how to write, to read in a certain way, and I had to learn how to figure out some options of how to succeed in my classes through flashcards, watching YouTube videos, listening to my instructors, teachers, and professors, talking to my tutor, and having excessive help from the entire school district. So before I go, please comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share it with your friends, share it with everybody, and enjoy summer while it lasts like I'm going to do it. But I will be back next week, and I will talk more about it. My name is River Delcom, and I speak autism. Have a good day.